Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol INNL. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. And before anything, I want to establish there is perspective that goes into this. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought right there, or maybe you bought right there and you were hoping to sell within 14.3 seconds, then yeah, for you the chart's looking pretty rough. But if you care about the big picture of things, then the bulls are still in control. And I realize that may sound crazy, but again, that's why I'm trying to emphasize the word big picture. You care about the overall perspective. And the main reason for that is it's still got a chance to build a higher low. And when you have higher lows, that's how long-term uptrends are built. So in my opinion, the must-hold level going forward is going to be at that $1.12 level because when you stop and think about it, let's say the price pulls back here a little bit more, but bounces around and then heads back up. If that were to happen, well then, sure, if you bought up there as a day trader, you could care less about this. But again, I'm talking about things from the big picture perspective. So if that were to happen, well, you'd have a set of lows right here. The previous set of lows would be down here. If you picture each one of those as stair steps, well, hey, now you have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. And again, that's what it's all about from big picture perspective. You want to see the bulls methodically put in higher lows, higher stair steps, however you can picture that as time unfolds. And I'm just defining, quote unquote progress or that stair step as $1.12. Whereas if the price comes down here and breaks through it, or worse yet, separates to the downside, at that point in time, what's that doing to the price? It's literally putting the price right back inside of that channel where the price has been. And going back, not a sign of true strength. I would assume that I'm stating the obvious when I say that. Now, what about levels of resistance? If this thing's going to start to bounce back up, where's some of these key battlegrounds at? Initial level, and just the only one I'm going to talk about, and I'll explain that in a second, but right here at the $1.40 mark, you can see that that's where, this secondary bounce right here got knocked down. And if you look back here through the history of the chart, also showed that there were some sellers up there. So $1.40 key level of resistance. Reason I'm just going to talk about one is, in my opinion right now, breaking levels of resistance, not a huge priority. Top priority for the chart is just building that higher base, because if you have that higher base, then you have that higher stair step. And again, that's how the long-term trends are built. So we'll see if the price can start to make progress. Again, quote unquote progress, $1.12. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point. And like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.